Yeah, welcome to today's class. Lastly, we treated on introduction to Python and then commenting. We treated on commenting to Python, introduction to Python, commenting, how we comment on Python, how to comment on Python, and we treated what commenting is. And then we treated on print statement, how to use print statement, how to print out a data, okay, how to display a data. And then we treated variables on Python. So I think we ended on variables. We treated variables on Python. Okay. Now today we want to start from where we stopped. We stopped at variable, and today we are going to start from data type. Python data types. Okay. We are going to treat on data types on Python. Okay, in case if you didn't follow us up from the beginning, you can check the description or somewhere up here. You will see a link to check our previous video, and the previous video will be dropped on the description. Okay, right in the description you will see the previous video. You can watch that. That is the introduction, commenting, printing, and variables. Okay, today we'll start from data types. Now, without wasting much of our time, let us move in. This is Python data types, and here, as you can see here, built-in data types. These are built-in data types. Okay, right here in programming, data type is an important concept. Okay, data type is an important concept. Variables can store data of different types, and different types can do different things. Okay, there are data types in Python. Okay, and variables can store different data types, and each data type can do different things. Okay, now let us be going. Now, Python has the following data types built in by default. Okay, in the category tests, test type is a string. Test is string. Okay, just this is a short form for the string str. Okay, tests is string. Then numeric types, numeric types, numeric types. These are int, that is numbers. Okay, numbers are int, which is integer, float, complex. Okay, these are numbers, numeric type. Okay, numeric data types. We also have sequence types. Sequence types are something like list, tuple, range. Okay, these are sequence type. List of this, list of that, tuple, range. Okay, we have mapping type. Mapping type is something like dictionary. Okay, we will explain all these things later. We have mapping type, which is dictionary. Set types, which is set, frozen set. We have boolean type, which is boolean type known as bool. We have binary type, which is byte array, memory view. Okay, these are data types, built-in data types in Python. Okay, these are built-in data types in Python: string, integer, float, complex, list, tuple, range, dictionary, set, frozen set, bool, byte array, memory view. Okay, these are data types in Python. We will try to know more about these data types in Python. Okay, right here, getting the data type, how to know the data type in Python, how you can know the data type of whatever you typed in. Here you can see here, you can get the data type of any object by using the type function. Okay, you can get the data type of any object by using the type function. Okay, here I will explain and show you guys how you can use a type function and get the data type of any set. Okay, for example, print the data type of the variable s. Now we set the variable s to be equals to 5. That is, 5 is set to be the variable s. Okay, we want to know the data type of s. Okay, now we say print in brackets type, then the type we want to print, which is s. Let us move on to our PyCharm. This is our last class. This is how we ended on our last class about variables. Okay, I have to delete this. Now I want to know the data type of s. We set s to be equals to 5. Okay, now I want to know the data type of 5. I've said print. Now inside the print statement, I want to specify what I want to do. I want to know the type of a variable. Now I have to type in type. Now inside this type, which type of what do I want to know? In brackets, I now specify the particular variable I want to know is type. And the variable I want to know is type is s. Okay, s is the variable I want to know is type, which is this. Now I have to input s here and hit enter. Now if I should print this, it will eventually going to tell us the data type of s. Okay, let us print this. You can see here class int. Okay, class int, which is the class of this is integer. The data type of this is integer. Okay, that is what it means. The type of this is integer. Okay, what if we add another data type like 5.0? Okay, 5.0. Let's know the data type of 5.0 in s. Okay, you can see here float. Okay, 5.0, this is float. Okay, the data type of 5.0 is float. This is how you can identify any data type. Okay, we have data type, we have integer, we have float, we have boolean, we have a complex. There are many of them. Okay, right back on our script here, you can say s equals to hello world. Okay, the type is this is the type. Now which type is this? Any word that is written in between quotes, in between these two quotes. Okay, those words are known as strange. You can see here str simply stands for strange. So the data type of this is strange. Okay, now the data type of this is integer. As you can on the last one we just did now, you can see when we set s to be equals to 5, 5 is a number, and then a number is an integer. So 20, no matter the number, once it's just a number and not a float, is an integer. Okay, as you can see here, 20 is an int. Okay, that is how it works. 20 is an integer, just like we did earlier. If I should copy this now and paste, once is a number, is an integer. So it doesn't matter how many number it is. If I should paste this thing now, s equals to 20 and run it. Let's see. You can see here class int. So it's an integer. Even though I add 20, I add any number at all, once it doesn't have dot something, okay, it's not a float, so it's an integer. This is an integer no matter the number you added. Okay, but if I should add points anything, it has now turned to a float. You can see class float. So the third type of that is now a float because of the presence of point number at the back. Okay, now the other type of strange in between the quotes. Remember I said any word that is placed in between a quote is known as a strange. Okay, now if I should type in hello world, let's know what it is. You can see here it says str, which is strange. The data type of this is strange. Okay, what if I enter a number here, maybe number 5? What do you think will be the answer? Would it be a strange, float, or a number? No, it won't be a number. Okay, because of the presence of the two quotations. Remember I said any word that is in between the two quotes, or even if it is one quote, any word that is in a quote is a strange. Or any word, I don't know the color yours might show, but mine is showing green because I'm using PyCharm. Any word that is showing on green is a strange. Okay, if I should run this thing now, you can see here it has been a string. It's a string. But before, if I should remove this double quote, if I should remove this quote here and run it, it will turn to an integer. You can see here it has turned to an integer, but earlier it was a float. It was a string because of the presence of the quotation. What is I add dot 0 and then add a quote on it and run this thing? Let's see, it will still be a strange. Okay, it's a strange because of the presence of this quotation. Okay, because of the presence of this quotation, that is what makes it to be a strange. So strings are numbers or anything that is written in between the quotes in a variable. Numbers are just a particular integers are just a number, but that's a dot, just simple number. Okay, that is an integer. Then a floats are just a number that has dots. Any number that has dots, this point, this that has point is a float. Okay, that is how that works. Now we have treated this is a string because of the presence of the two quotations. This is an integer. Uh, this is an integer because it doesn't have dot something something. Okay, this is a float because of the presence of this dot 5. Okay, dot 5. That is what makes it to be a float. Now let us be going down. This 1j, this is a complex. This is a complex. Okay, because of the presence of this j is a complex. If I should copy this and then come back to my PyCharm and paste it, let's confirm. Okay, s equals to 1j. If I should run this now, the data type of that it tells me complex. It's a complex because of the presence of that 1j. Is not an integer, it's not a string. What if I do this thing 2 3 3j? Let's see what will be the answer. You can also see here it says it tells us that it's a complex. Okay, that is how complex works. But this will not work because complex are j. Okay, any number with j, 9j, that's 9j. If I should run it, it's still a complex. Okay, it's still a complex. So numbers with j is a complex. That's a complex. Now s equals to in square bracket we have apple, banana, and cherry. Okay, but each ones are written in between quotations. That is how we present a list. Inside a list, you present it to be a string, then add a comma, add another one to be a string, add a comma, add another one to be a string. Okay, these are lists. Something like okay, go and get me this. This is a list of what you will buy for me. Okay, list doesn't contain just one. You can, but normally once you are given a list to go and get something on the market, it is not usually uh, 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 it is a list that comprises of things you need to get in the market. So this is a list. Lists are known by the square bracket. Okay, by the square bracket. This is how lists are known, by the square bracket. That is the formula, the pattern of writing list. If I should turn this to be a normal bracket, which is in a round form, it is no more a list. Okay, that has turned to a tuple. You can see here, this is the data type of this is tuple. Okay, because of the presence of this round bracket. Round bracket is used to represent tuple. Okay, I will explain what is tuple as we are going. I will explain what is tuple. Now a list, uh lists are changeable. Okay, lists are changeable, but tuple, once it is created, you cannot change it. But difference between list and a tuple is that you can change list. You can use append method, which is what you are going to enter later. We have not reached to that level, but list are something like, maybe you want to send someone to a market and then you have a list, a paper where you write the things the person needs to get for you. Then right here in the paper, maybe you wrote it with a pencil. Okay, you write it with a pencil and you know that anything that is written with pencil can be clean and rewritten another thing. Okay, you can clean that which is written with pencil and then write another thing there. At that same place, you remove that one. You can write another thing at that same place, you remove that one. But in tuple, it is not done that way. Tuple are just like a list which is written with pen, with biro. Okay, which is written with pen. Okay, anything that is written with pen, remember, we don't have cleaner for that. We don't have cleaner for that. So tuple are like a list you get someone to buy for you, but it is written with pen, so you cannot clean it because it is permanent. But you can add more. You can add, but you cannot clean it. That is how tuple works. It is not changeable. After created, you cannot change it. Okay, but lists are just like a list are just like a list you gave someone to buy something for you, but it was written, the content there was written with pencil. Once it is written with pencil, you can clean it and add another thing. But on tuple, it's just like it is written with pen, you cannot clean that. So that's the difference between list and tuple. And here, lists are represented the by the block bracket, that is the square bracket, while tuple are represented by the round bracket, normal bracket. Okay, that is the difference between this. As you can see, the contents are the same. The contents here are the same, but the data type are different because of the presence of the bracket. Okay, the bracket here and the bracket here are not same. That is the difference between the both. That is what make them different, the list and the tuples. Okay, right here, if I should copy this thing and then paste. Remember, I'm just copying and paste because of I don't want to waste much of your time. There's no need to copy, you just need to type that. Okay, you just need to type that in. Now here is it. S equals to apple, banana, cherry. Okay, now if I want to print the data type of S, remember I have set it here already. Print in brackets type, inside the bracket of type, then put S, which is this. I want to print the data type of S. If I should change this thing here to maybe Z, I don't need to print S again. What I need to print here now is Y, is Z. Okay, what I want to check is the data type that contains this value. Okay, now if I want to check the data type of Z, if I should run it, you can see here it tells me list. You can see here list. That is data type is a list. Now what if I change this bracket here and make it a round bracket? Remember to select the round bracket. You need to hold on. I don't know the system you're using, but normally the system normally it should be shift, then you click on the round bracket. Okay, mine on the round bracket is on 0. I don't know where yours will be, but shift, hold on the shift key and then click the round bracket. Okay, now here do the same thing. The round bracket is on the same place where 0 is on the same button. Okay, my 0 button, that is where the round bracket is. If I should just click it once, you can see what displays there is 0. But if I should clean it and hold a shift button and click the same button, it will put in the round bracket. Now as I have selected the round bracket, let's check the data type. Remember before it was a square bracket and it shows us list. Now that the bracket is now round, let's run it and know what will be the answer. You can see here tuple. The answer is tuple. The type is not tuple. Okay, this is how it works. Lists are represented by square bracket, while tuple are represented by the round bracket. So that is how the both of them works. Now while we are still going down, here is a tuple. We have checked this is a tuple. Now if we still go down, you can see range. Okay, ranging from this to that. Okay, is a data type ranging from this to that, something like that. Okay, we'll explain more of this later, not now. This is a dictionary. Is a dictionary. I will explain that to avoid confusion. To avoid confusion, just let's just leave this for now, but we'll explain all of this in on our maybe next class or so. By then you have climbed a bit. Now if we should go down and deal with numbers, okay, Python numbers, we have dealt with we just talked about strings. Now after strings we have int, float, complex. Okay, we know what is complex. Any number then j, okay, is a complex. Float is any number that has dot, 0 dot this dot that, is a float. Int is any number that is just a whole number. A whole number is an int. Okay, then strings are any words that is written in between quotations, either one quotation or two quotation. That is a strings. Now let us go down. Numbers, Python numbers. There are three numeric type in Python. There are three numeric type in Python. We have int, we have float, we have complex. Okay, now variables of numeric types are created when you assign a value to them. Okay, variables of numeric types are created when you assign a value to them. That is when they are created. Once you have assigned a value to them, that is when the variable type will be created. Okay, now example, we say s is equals to 1. Now what will 1 be? 1 will be an int. S will be an integer because it is just a whole number. It doesn't have dots, this or that. Okay, so s is a string. You can see here s is a string. The data type for s is string. Then y equals to, I think I should reduce this, but no matter what, is just a float. Okay, y equals to 2.888 or anything, 2 point anything at all. So once the presence of dot so is there, so it is no more an int, it is a float. Okay, that is how it was. Once the presence of that is no more an int, is a float. Okay, now s equals to 1 is an integer, this is a float, this is a complex. Okay, because of the presence of this j here is a complex. Okay, to verify the data type of any object in Python, use the type function, okay, which is what we did. Put the function there, put the name of the variable inside the function, and it will tell you the data type of all of them. Now, if I should come down here and say Z, maybe S, Y equals to 60, Z equals to 60.50. Okay. I want to check the data type of all of them. This is S, this is S, the data type for S. Okay. Now this is Y. I want to check the data type Y. This is Z. Okay, SYZ, which is something SYZ. I want to check the data type at once. If I should run this, you can see here the class, the data type is tuple. The first one is tuple because of the round bracket. The second one is int, and the third one is float. Okay, hope you understand all this. So this is how data types works. So this is how it works. Now integer or integer is a whole number, positive or negative, without decimal or unlimited length. Okay, without decimal or unlimited length, which is this. All these are integer. This is an integer no matter the length. Once it doesn't have a decimal, it is not. It is just an integer. Okay, like this, whether positive or negative. Negative. This is also an integer. This, okay, and no matter it is negative, but once it doesn't have decimal point, it is an integer. Okay, float, we have said it. Float or floating point number is a number, positive or negative, containing one or more decimal. Okay, this is 1.0 is a float, 1.0 1.10 float, 1.0 float, minus 35.59 is also a float. Okay, so that is how to identify all of them, whether negative or positive. Once it has the decimal number here, it has turned to a float. Okay, let's check the data type of this. I should copy this and come down here. S, Y, Z. Okay, S, this, Y, this, Z, this. Let's check and see what will be the answer. If I should run this, it is still a float. Okay, this is a float because of the presence of this, because of this is a float. Okay, that is how to identify all of them. I think you should take your time and go through this document. I have already shared this document on our platform. If you haven't gotten that, just my WhatsApp link is on the description. You can contact me on the WhatsApp and I'll forward that to you, or you can join the class. Okay, this is a free class. We have a class on WhatsApp. Okay, complex numbers are written in J. Okay, are written with J as imaginary part. That is how everything works. Type conversion. Okay, let's treat on type conversion. You can convert from one type to another with the int, float, and complex method. Example, convert from one type to another. This is a int, this is a float, this is a complex. We want to convert them. Okay, convert from int to float. A equals to float. Okay, print S. Let me show you how to do that. Okay, remember this is an integer, this is a float, this is a complex. Okay, let's also convert v equals to 5. This is an integer, float, complex, and strange. Now I want to convert them. Okay. Now let's say a equals to float. I want to change this integer to a float. Equals to float s. A equals to float s. Then okay, I can use the print statement to print it out at once. Okay, no, it won't print. Now let's change this also. B equals to int. Then in bracket, let's change this float into an integer, int y. And then C equals to, let's change this to a strange. Maybe C equals to strange and then bracket Z, and then D equals to this is strange. I think I should change it to, let's change this to int. Equals to V. And then this, we have changed y to int already. Let's change this to a strange, or let's leave it to be an int. Okay, if I should run this, run a B and then C and D. Hope you understand what happened there. We set a variable s equals an integer. This is an integer, this is a float, this is a complex, this is a string. We have set the variable, and here we are converting the variables into another data type. Okay, initially s was set to be an integer, so we create another variable named a, and then set the a to be a float. Then what do we want to turn to a float? We want to turn s into a float. That is what happened here. And here we set another variable called b. We set it to be an integer, which, what do we want to change to an integer? It is y, which is a float. We want to change an integer. That is what happened here. Strange. We want to change z to a strange by using the strange method, okay, and set it in a variable called c. The same thing happens here. If I should run this now, let's see what will be the answer. You can see here float, int, strange, and then int again, according to how we have set it. Initially, remember this is an integer, but it's no more an integer, it has turned to a float. And then this is a float, it has turned to an integer because of how we did it. Remember here we have changed it to an integer. The second one, so it returns an integer. The first one was set to a float, so it returns a float. And the third one was set to a strange, which was a complex before, it has turned to a strange. And the last one was set to an integer, which was a strange before, but we set it to be an integer. So this is how it works. You can convert data types from one to another. You can change the data type by using them. Please memorize all these things because it will be very useful. You're going to be needing them. Okay, you're going to be needing them. Maybe you are asked to take in a user, you're asked to ask a user to enter their password, and you want the password to be just a number and not an alphabet. So you will use this data type to specify what the user will use. If the user enters an alphabet, it will not work. S, he enters an integer, which is what you set it to be. So memorize all these things for it will work very well. Okay, now this is random numbers. I think we are going to do these random numbers later. We are going to do that. We're going to do that random number letter. Okay. We have know what is a string. Like we said, string literally in Python are surrounded by either single quotation marks or double quotation marks. All these documents I have given you this document. Just go through it and understand everything. Okay. And we have treated strings. Any word that is written in between quotation, either single quotation or double quotation. Okay. It is a string. Okay. We have done that. Now this is multi-line strings. You can assign a multi-line string to a variable by using three quotations. Okay, you can assign a multi-line strings to a variable by using three quotations. Once you enter this three quotation and then enter another three quotation, then you can write anything you wish inside of there. That is a multi-line strings. Something like this. Let me just. I can say S is equals to. I add the three quotation. Okay, hit enter. Okay, now I have setted it, and then right here I will write anything I want to write inside this, that is in between this quotation and this quotation. I will type in hi. Hi, welcome to this class. I'm glad to, you can write anything. I'm glad to teach you. My name is Francis. Just keep on typing anything at all. Okay, once what you type in is in between this quotation and this quotation, and the quotation must be three, it will still recognize it as a string. Print s. Okay, if I should run this, let's see, it has printed out that which I typed in. Okay, it has printed it out. What if I want to know the type? I say print type s. It will tell me the type. It is still a string. You can see it here. That's the last thing we did. No matter join with others, but that's the last thing. It is still a string. I can also do it like this. You can also do it like this and then run it. It tells me that what I'm running with is string, and then here is the content. It tells me the data type, which is string, and here are the contents. Okay, that is how it works. Forget about other ones that are showing here. They are all showing because of this. Now let us make use of commenting. Remember, I told you guys about commenting. You can comment all lines of code without using hash. Okay, you can just highlight all of them, hit on control question mark, hold on control and click on question mark, something like this. As you can see, it has added hashtag to all of them, and I have converted them to comments. As you can see, the color has changed. If I should run this now, all of that block of code will not run. You can see they are no more running. It is only this, which is strange. Hi, my name. Hi, my. See what I wrote here. Hi, my. Welcome to this class. Okay, it doesn't matter, but hope you understand what I'm telling you. This is a strange, and I have used data type and then printed it out. That is how everything works here. So strings are array. Okay, let's talk about slicing. Okay, we are still on data types. Let's talk about slicing, how to slice out a word. You can return a range of characters by using the slice syntax. Specify the start index, and then this will be a complex issue. I think I will come back to treat that later. Let's try to get the length of a string. The length of a string. To get the length of a string, use the len function. Use the len function. Okay, we use the len function to get the length of a string. Now, example, the len function returns the length of a string. Now we say a equals to hello comma word len, print len a. Okay, it will print the length. Sorry, I went back. Okay, here's it. I should copy this, come to my PyCharm, and then press that. A equals to hello world, print len a. Okay, print, inside the print we add len and then add a to the len. Okay, that is how print len a, that is print the length of a. If I should run this, it tells me 13. Now, how are we sure of this? Let's count this. This is let's count it. This is 1 2 3. H is 1 2 3 4 5. This is also counted. Any word that is written there is counted. Even space is counted. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. Okay, any word that is written here is counted, including space, including special characters, anything at all that is written in between, that is written in between what we want to count, not even only quotations. Okay, once it's written in between quotation or any variable we want to count, it will just count any word there. So len returns the number of the character. Okay, you can print len, you can print len a, then here put separator and then put a to print the length and also the content. You can see here 13 hello words. Okay, 13 hello world. Why it printed out this is because I use the len function to get the length of the letters in a, and then also include the variable a here by also include the words which a contains by using the variable a. Hope you understand that. I use the length to get the total number and also printed the content of a. That is what happened here. Now it gives me the number, which is by using this, and it gives me the content of a, which is by using this. So that is how I was able to get it. So use the len function to get the length of a number. You can also say s is equals to uh, hi, greetings, print len. Remember, you're going to add bracket inside the len, which is this. Print len, then inside the bracket you enter what you want to check the len. Print len s. Okay, if I should run this now, let's check. You can see here len s is 15. Okay, so tell me the length of the content in s. It is 15. Let's count and check. 1 2 3. Remember, white space is also counted. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. So the length of s is 15. You can also do it like this. You can say z equals to len s, print z. Okay, s equals to this. Now we have set z to be equal to the number of s, and then print s, print z. I'm no more printing len s or len z, because here we have set the length of s inside the variable of z. Now this z contains only the number, the length of this, and no more the contents, and no more the strings, only the number of that. If I should print s now, z now, it tells me 15. What if I should print s? If I should print s, it will give me the content. Okay, hi, greetings. That is the content, because that is what s contains. S contains the strings, while z contains the length. If I should say here print z, okay, now you are printing s, you are printing z. S is the one that contains this, and z is the one that contains the length of that. Now let us run it. If I should run this now, it gives me 2. This one says hi, greetings, and the next one says 15. Okay, that is how it works. You can use any method, any pattern to get the length of a number and store that length on another variable. You can store the length of a number on another variable.